2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the final stop of the FedEx Cup playoffs.
We're at the Tour Championship. Today's coverage is about to begin. Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam as we kick off this Tour Championship. And Rich, this next player is at the very top of the FedEx Cup points list and are therefore starting this event at 3 under.
It's a good place to start, isn't it? You've already got a lead, and a significant lead, on the chasing pack. And so it's one of these changes that we weren't too sure how it was all going to pan out, but it worked well, so the players embraced it. And it's interesting, if nothing else. But yes, you're rewarded by being the #1 points earner, and I think it's great. It's been a lot of fun, and this really has added some excitement to it.
It's a lovely advantage to have going into any tournament, but that must feel like a huge head start.
It's a huge head start, but let's just kind of look at the opposite way. If you lose, all of a sudden, those guys that are trailing, they're going to give you a little bit of something in the locker room after the week is over with. But no, listen, I mean, obviously, #1 going into this week, they're playing well. The confidence level is high. They're firing on all cylinders. I don't see the top leaders really falling down that much. I think they're going to kind of maintain what they've already produced in the first couple of playoff events.
And it's a great reward for a season-long of excellence.
Yes, that's exactly right. And it's a nice reward. It's a nice bonus, and that's why we call it the FedEx Cup playoffs. It's a bonus at the end of the year.
Can't wait to see what unfolds. Opting for the 6-iron. But not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole.
Putting for birdie here.
Beautiful shot. He's currently sitting in 4th position. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one. Setting up in the first cut. That was wonderfully done. A 7-footer right here.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Gets that one to go down, and that's back-to-back birdies.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole.
Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
That's a good-looking shot there. Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
Setting up here from about 175 yards.
Going with the 7.
All right, he's going with a little extra club. Gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
Well, that's well played, and a great birdie opportunity coming up here at the 4th.
You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one.
And that will take him to 6 under. It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th.
It's a decent fairway to hit this one. Not sure if they'll find it though.
From around 120 yards here.
Puff of wind blowing right to left.
He's had a disagreement with the caddy. He's gone down a club.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's paced it, he's read it. It's time. Little 27-footer.
This is buckets. Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now. And after that hole, the standings have this player in second place behind Tiger Woods.
The 6th hole at East Lake Rich, one to get after.
You don't need to be long off the tee, Luke. It's only 525 yards, but the second shot plays straight back up the hill, so a little length helps.
That's a nice-looking tee shot, that one.
Well, Luke, you're right. He did find grass, but it's not the closely mown grass.
Rich is one of the rare players to ever tame the Tiger in a major championship. How did you manage to do it?
Taming him, that's a big stretch there. You know, I did it because I never had to play with him. I was fortunate enough to not be paired with him in the 3rd round, nor in the final round when I was paired with Justin Leonard. And going back to the comments about the roars, you know, not knowing that was him making those birdies. You assumed it was, you couldn't deny that it was, but not knowing, it was a lot easier to say, well, that was Fred Funk, who he was playing with in the final round, who was having such a great week as it was. It was easier to deflect that a little bit. I think if I would have played alongside him, I think things might have been a little bit differently, because he does bring a different energy, and sometimes it can be uncomfortable. But when you start hearing those roars going up and you're playing with them, well, you know exactly what's going on. But when you're not playing with him, I was able to kind of deflect what he was actually doing, and I was fortunate. Just needs a little bit more of a kick to the right.
And this is an extremely long putt. He might even have to hinge on this one. Oh, just missed. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. And this one is for his par.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
Solid par putt, that. Just one off the lead after that hole. We've reached the 8th hole. That's some good golf right there. Playing this shot from about 170 yards out.
Just one stroke off the lead.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one.
Outside chance for birdie here, Luke.
That's frustrating. And this putt coming up for his par. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next.
And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top.
Going with the 5-wood. Well, they've certainly got the swing and the groove.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Oh, good look at a birdie here. Oh, so close.
Just a short putt remaining here.
As we make the turn, it's always good to reflect on what we've seen out there so far, Rich.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Nicely done. How much did the win last week give them the confidence to perhaps pull it off again here and go back-to-back?
A massive win last week, looking to double up again this week. I gotta say, they're building off all the good things they did last week. A win could definitely happen.
Found the green side rough. Still, not a bad spot.
Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Time to tee off on the 11th.
And he's hit that inside the range.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
Was on a good line. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
This is important. Big par putt here.
And there it is. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4. Eight under for the day. Currently second place. Attaboy, good shot. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. That is hunting for the hole. And down she goes from outside the range. Now at -9 for the tournament.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Good shot there, Beamer. Second shot here on their 13th hole. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. What a shot. Almost went in the bucket.
A share of top spot on the leaderboard awaits if they can make this putt. Checking the scoreboard now. This player is currently sitting in a tie for the lead with Tiger Woods.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. Well, Rich, here's one of our proven performers in the FedEx Cup points race. They've been there or thereabouts for most of the season, and they go into this tournament as one of the strong favourites. It hardly seems a surprise, doesn't it?
It's never a surprise when you speak this player's name. They've been so good all year long. They've got to be one of the favorites, not only for this tournament, but also for the season-long FedEx Cup.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here.
On a nice line.
And in it goes for the par. He finds himself in a share of the lead. Teeing off here at the 15th hole. Yeah, that one's looking good.
He's found the surface. Good chance here.
And 11 under in front of the player with this putt.
This is on a stupendous line.
And the putt drops. Now 11 under, heading down the stretch.
Hang on to your hat, folks. We're on for a wild ride.
And now we have this player currently sharing top spot on the leaderboard with the legendary Tiger Woods.
And there's a lot of pressure on the line, Rich, as we get to the closing holes at Eastlake. And here we are at 16.
Tough tee shot, 454 yards, deep bunker down the right-hand side. Tee shot plays straight back up the hill. Go ahead and give her a wallop.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Yeah, fair amount of elevation here. They're going to have to be careful that they club up because you do not want to be short.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. This one looks like it'll safely make the green.
Well, usually Tony Finau is the tall order, but after that shot, I think beating it and getting inside it is the new tall order. What an approach.
This one's tracking.
That's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Sitting at 12 under par for the day. And as we get to the penultimate hole at Eastlake, Rich, what does it require?
The tee has been moved back some 60 yards over the last couple of years, putting a premium on finding the fairway. Those bunkers down the left-hand side are menacing, to say the least.
Well, I like the look of the line here. They should find the fairway. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Needs this one to kick right. That's inside the house of opportunity. Good mid-range putt, this one. An 18-footer.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
Just didn't drop.
An opportunity to make a par here.
And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. And after a recent switch of the nines here at Eastlake, the finishing hole's gone from a tough par 3, Rich, to a really gettable 5.
Go ahead and take out the driver and enjoy this tee shot. It might be difficult, but if you hit it in the fairway, you'll definitely be rewarded by being able to go for it in 2.
Going with the hybrid. This one looks like it's heading left here, Rich.
Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. And it's all come down to this. Make this putt and win the event.
It's tracking.
Well, Rich, that was a fantastic season on tour, no doubt about it. We finally have our FedEx Cup champion.
Luke, this player deserves the FedEx Cup championship. They've played exceptional golf all year long, and they showed what they're made of when it mattered the most. Just an incredible accomplishment. Congratulations to this year's FedEx Cup champion.
And Rich, what a performance. They've got back-to-back wins. What a force they're proving to be out here on tour.
I gotta say, this player is in full flight at the moment. Just sit back and watch how awesome they are at the moment.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.